Hello everyone, welcome to Any Best YouTube channel. My name is Senna Johnson, and today I want to talk about the profitability in grapevine farming. Grape farming is very profitable, and it's not there are not many people that are into this farming. Just have few farmers, few people farming grapes. This is because it is alien to us. It's not an indigenous crop. It's not an indigenous plant. It's exotic plant, and that makes it very, very costly. Before now, people have been importing it, and it's only few. In fact, few among the rich could go for them, could purchase them, could buy them, but not so anymore. It is doable now. Any crop can be planted anywhere. There's nothing like this one is planted in the temperate region, this one is planted in the tropical region. No. In as much as we have hybrid crops now, you can plant any crop. Okay, just like apple. You see this green apple, or with different colors. You see the other one that is a wine color. You can plant them now. They are being planted in Nigeria. All you need to do is to follow the process, the agronomical method of growing them. So, but today, let's not go into that. Today, let me just talk about this grapevine. It is very, very profitable. You can spend 1 million, and then within the next 1 year, you make 10 million. It's not an exaggeration. How, you may ask? That's your plot of land. That's your acre of land. You can use it to plant. And then prove what I am going to tell you now. Okay, now let's assume that you planted 100 to 150 stands. You planted 100 to 150 stands, and then in a year now, each stand gives you 25 kg. It could give you more than that, but at least let's page it on the average. Each gives you 25 kg. See, there's one that you will harvest like this. It depends on the species. There is one bunch that you harvest and you have 1 kg, depending. It will give you 1 kg. In fact, I think there's the one that will even give you 2 kg. Yes, there is a bunch. This Swiss first grape, a bunch will give you 2 kg. Okay, so now let's assume that a tree, you had 25 kg for a tree in a year. Now multiply it by your 150 stands, and then 1 kg is 7,000. Well, it all depends on your location anyway. Now do the mathematics. You see that it is more than 10 million. 10 million is just so that we won't look as if we are saying the unrealistic, but it's very real. So just to bring it down, so that you just say you won't throw it away, you don't throw the word away. So now the seasons are twice. It's two times. You harvest 2 times in a year. Yes, you harvest 2 times in a year. And then you see, each plant will give you good money, and then you are now even doing the harvesting it 2 times in a year. So that gives you much money. Now people are buying it. It's not unlike before that this was it was just for the few rich. Now many people can buy it, in that the people that used to go to import them are now buying from the locals. You say, who is planting them? I've not seen where they're planting them in Nigeria. There are places they are planting them on there. In case you are interested in farming this thing, don't waste your time. The places in Ibadan, yes, we have grape farm in Ibadan. We have it in Enugu. We have it in Lagos. We have it in Adamawa. We have it in Plateau State. We have it in Taraba State. We have it in Adamawa State. In fact, before now, people will think, okay, it can only do in the Mambilla zone of Plateau State and Taraba State. But no, you can do well in your backyard. All you need to do is to go for the species that is adaptable, that can grow in Nigeria and grow well. We have two two that is being sold, and if you go to supermarkets, you find those two, those succulent big two one. You have the crimson and we have the sweet afresh. So those are the ones that are being sold. Now, if you are still importing, grape, stop doing it, because you would have made much money if you are buying from the locals. And besides, it will also depend on where you are selling your own, because you see, you have people standing in traffic to sell them. You have other people selling them in through stores and all of that. When you import it down, the cost of bringing it down is high. Yes, it's very high. So that means the people that are buying within Nigeria is much cheaper. So for you that want to go into grape farming, don't delay. See, you can grow it in vines. It's what is difficult. This one is not difficult to raise on. This plantation is not difficult. It would have been difficult if you are the one planting it from seeds. But no, you're not going to plant it from seed. You get the roots. Yes, it's going to be divine. Divine. That is what will be sold for you. That's what you will be you plant. Even when you are importing from China. Yes, the people that even started the farming imported from China. Some of them, the one in Kaduna was buying from China. You don't even need to buy the seedlings from China anymore. If you're interested, if you want a number of who to buy from, of course I can give you, or you want to contact, of course. We have a grape farmer in Kaduna State. So you can buy the seedlings. And in fact, if you want them to come and manage, plant it for you, raise it for you, do everything for you, they can do it. But it's fee, you know that. But why don't you try with few? We can start with 10. We can start with 10 and then see how it goes. It only takes but a year. Yes, it only takes but a year. And then before you know it, you are in money. People, how long does it take for cassava to come up? They always tell us there's the one of 6 months, but who has really harvested it in that 6 months? They still wait till 9 months. Okay, so if you are now planting, I'm not saying you shouldn't go into cassava, or that one is just by the way. If you're now planting grapes, that will give you 10 million, even more. Even if it is 5 million, what do you have to lose? This is something that can stay up to 100 years old. But it stays as long as you see all pantry stays. Yes, and the good thing is that it does not consume much space like all pantry. All pantry is very good. Oh, I'm into that one. Oh. So, but this one doesn't consume space. You just need to plant them and then you raise them. You stake them. You stake them because it's a vine. It's a creeping plant. And before you know it, within a year, you started harvesting and you started selling. So don't waste your time. Make that plan. You can start the dry season farming. In fact, it's even more preferable for you to go into dry season grape farming. You know why? Because fungi, the disease that really affects grape farming is fungi. So that's because of water, too much water. So, but if it's dry season farming, you won't have to fight. You won't have to suffer these attacks, fungal attack. So dry season, you are the one that controls the water. You know how to water the plants. So, and then the fruits that time very succulent and very, very sweet. So you may as well make your plants in this dry season. You can start from October and then start to plant your grape farm. Thank you very much for staying glued to Anybe's YouTube channel. If you have questions, you can ask. I hope this helps. All right, bye for now, people. Let's do this again another time because I have more videos on the pipeline. Discover that I've been slacking, but we need that information. Bye.